Marcial was looking for a finish by knockout, and then he got tagged. A left and then a right.
This is our official videographer.
Oh, yun!
Marvin Mabait!
Updating!
Updating mo baga.
Yo.
This is a very dangerous opponent. He's won 5 of his last 6 fights. Out of his 11 knockouts, 5 of them came in the first round. And his only 2 losses in his career were decisions, one by majority and one by split. And look at his long arms. Definitely a big advantage in terms of reach. He's got 5.5 inches, an advantage in reach over Eumir Marcial.
I was looking at him in his corner as he was just bouncing on the balls of his feet during the announcements, and he's got some confidence about him. Physically, he's long and lean. He looks more than the 2 inches taller than Marcial that the tail of the tape showed us, and as you say, he has got crazy long arms, which is a very useful thing for a fighter. You look at his record, and he's been at welterweight and super welterweight before tonight. He won the Venezuelan title back in August at super welterweight, so this is his first time up at middleweight, which could make a difference. Marcial's very much a 160-pounder.
He reminds you a little bit of Fedora with those long arms and the lean body. One thing about Marcial is that back in 2022, he went down 3 times in his fight against Isaiah Hart. He came back to win on a stoppage in the 4th round, but he's vulnerable. He can be hurt. He has gone down, and let's see whether he can take the power of Colmenares, the man they call El Terrible, picking up from the legendary Eric Morales. Marcial has to get inside that long reach of Colmenares to be able to make some kind of effect.
Almost managed it there, just stepped onto the inside, but couldn't quite find the home for the left hand. That jab looks pretty effective from Colmenares, but Marcial's just closed the gap the last few seconds.
Marcial connecting with the left hand. He's got to put pressure. That jab of Colmenares is going to be there to wave him off. Colmenares connecting with a left hand, and here's Marcial opening up.
He's closing in the gap.
And Colmenares just has to keep on punching. Otherwise, he's going to leave himself wide open for Marcial to attack. That's exactly what Marcial wants to do. Stop! And then the head will open up as a target for left jab and then following it up with the right. He can't fight him from a distance. He's not going to be able to reach Colmenares.
Eumir feels like he's got the range down pat.
He did it very, very well there, because the Colmenares, and he was on him straight away, and he looks dangerous when he gets onto the inside.
From that cut near the left eye of Colmenares.
And just there, that's where he stands up a bit tall, Colmenares. He throws that left hand, and the weight goes into his heels, and inch now, and he's going to on the outside and try and shoot that jab.
Marcial is aware that the opening is going to come after Colmenares throws that right hand. After he throws that right hand, then he's open for a counter from the left hand of Marcial. And here comes Marcial.
Eumir is finding his target here.
Well, he's certainly closed the gap. He's moving closer and closer to his target, and he's finding the range.
That's exactly it. You've hit the nail on the head. He's found the range perfectly now, and he's locking on. And Colmenares, it's just got to take his feet out and just keep throwing that lead left hand. If he trades with him on the inside here, it's going to be great for us to watch. But I don't think long term it's going to be great for him. That cut's opened up a bit wider, I think, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. And again, he's really not going to his jab, talking about Colmenares.
Well, Marcial is goading him to go toe-to-toe. That's exactly what Marcial wants him to do.
And he's obliging, which is making for a really, really good fight to watch. Colmenares just swinging that right hand. Good that he fancies it. He's got plenty of fighting spirit, but ultimately he's playing Marcial's game there.
Well, Marcial is also doing a good job of moving around Colmenares just to move away from that very pesky left jab. He's got to move away from that jab over to the right hand.
He's got to keep throwing that jab with some authority, Colmenares. That's the key here for him, because Marcial's just waiting for him to neglect it a bit or forget about it almost, and he'll be straight on him.
You can see Eumir just biding his time.
Well, Colmenares has that right hand cocked. He's waiting for Marcial to make his move. And once he comes closer, you know what Colmenares is going to try to do. He's going to throw that right hand.
Nice change of levels there from Marcial.
Left hand coming in here for Marcial through the defense.
Nice connection there by Eumir. Colmenares is trying to back up, but finally cleared his head.
That's a good response from Colmenares, because that was a solid left hand, and he just finds himself on the end of another combination here. He wants to mix it up on the inside, and he's having some success. That's another good right from him.
A flurry of punches here coming from Colmenares.
Ooh!
Marcial
got tagged to the right.
Marcial holding on.
Gets tagged once again.
Marcial
and
is going
Eumir's in
down.
trouble.
That's what I was saying earlier, that Marcial is vulnerable. He can go down. He has gone down. And now a knockdown has been scored by Colmenares.
And it was that first right hand that was the problem, because you could see him try and hold on to Colmenares and just ride it out, but then he just shrugged him off and hit him again, and the accumulation of blows just sent him down. So he just needs to try and get through this, Marcial.
Well, he just might survive this round to clear the cobwebs.
He just got a bit careless on the inside there, basically. It's not really the kind of punch that he should have been letting through, and it caused him some big problems. You can see the confidence of Colmenares now is really, really strong.
Now he's going for the kill, Colmenares is. And he's got Marcial fighting on the defensive. Marcial is not throwing. Now he throws.
But Colmenares has got to be worried about also punching himself out here.
Big
nice right there by Marcial.
He connected that time on Colmenares. The fans are up on their feet.
Solid left. Marcial coming up strong here.
This is what the fans came out to watch.
He's got to be careful though. Those are good solid shots that he's landed, but Colmenares took those well. You can see a couple of them just vibrate all the way down to his boots, but he didn't really give too much ground.
Marcial holding on. Let's see how much more he can give. But Colmenares continues to be on the attack.
Good movement defensively there shown by Colmenares as he goes back on the attack.
Colmenares is deadly with either hand. Colmenares connected with the right. Marcial also connected.
Marcial trying to pour it on. The crowd on their feet.
This is the hell of a round this so far. We've still got a minute remaining in it. They both put an awful lot into this. Colmenares came out brimming with confidence, looking to try and ram home the advantage. Marcial's felt the need to really make a reply.
And we still got the prospect of 6 more rounds.
Colmenares showing tremendous ability to take a punch. As we said, he's never been knocked out in his career. He's lost twice, both on close decisions. Here comes Marcial. He's teeing off.
Crowd loving it. Colmenares fighting right back.
Just looked for a few seconds there, Colmenares, as though he might be about to unravel slightly, but he's just holding his feet and letting his hands go. What a fantastic 3 minutes it has been. Absolutely sensational stuff.
This is definitely the best round of the evening.
Neither fighter back.
I would think so.
Action to slow down a little bit here at the beginning of the 5th. And no doubt both these fighters gave it their all. Beginning of the 5th. And no doubt both these fighters gave it their all.
4 rounds. Blue corner from Judge A, 38-37. Judges B and C for the red corner, 38-37.
Well, there you heard it. Marcial with a slight advantage on 2 of the 3 judges. And he's pouring it on. At the very least, he wants to widen the gap score-wise. Colmenares made of stern stuff.
He absolutely is. This is a savage onslaught from Marcial, but Colmenares has taken these well so far, but we're just past the halfway stage in round 5.
Marcial for the knockout right here.
Colmenares in trouble.
He's not fighting back.
If he can just take a little breath and go again here, Marcial, that left hand just crashes through. Colmenares somehow managing to stay upright here. He's got a real chin on him. This is such a good fight.
There's Marcial continuing to pour it on. Very little reaction or retaliation on the part of Colmenares. That cut has opened up badly.
His eyes look a little glazed though. Talking about Colmenares.
Marcial needs one more big push. and he cannot allow Colmenares to regroup. Colmenares is beginning to regain his strength.
Those eyes are clear now for Colmenares.
Oh, that
And he
time
comes up with a
connected the
nice
hand.
big
Oh,
right.
hand.
Another right. And Marcial seems to be in trouble. What a round.
These last 2 rounds have been absolutely incredible action. They really have. And this will be a Marcial round, but he got caught towards...
Round number 6. The fans loving every single round of this one. And he's still got the main event to come.
Colmenares might have regained his composure. Marcial connecting. Marcial's not throwing as much as he did in the previous round.
I think now he's trying to pace himself just a little bit.
He certainly is. Might have punched himself out in the previous round. He threw everything he had, and Colmenares never went down. Colmenares is also coasting. Big shot landed by Marcial. Colmenares' hands are down.
That is a big right hand. It rocked Colmenares. There's a left.
Colmenares is shaken up.
And this is really good for Marcial because he didn't come out all guns blazing. As you said, he put a lot into that previous round, but he's being circumspect, but still very aggressive, picking his punches really well. And Colmenares ate an awful lot of leather in that previous 2 rounds, and it's going to have had an effect.
And now Marcial going to the body, being real methodical about this one.
Colmenares appears to be losing steam at this stage. He's taken a lot of punishment. Both fighters are resting. They're both tired. It's gonna come down to who wants it more, who will have more gas in the tank down the stretch.
Glancing left. Another glancing left.
This is a coasting round here for Colmenares. He's letting this round go by, hoping that he can regain his strength in the next round. And for Marcial, it's an opportunity for him to keep striking.
I think he's doing the right thing here though, Marcial, because he's winning this round without going crazy, without putting an enormous amount into it. And I know that it's easy to feel like he should just try and ram the advantage home. The body shot there has hurt him.
It clearly hurt Colmenares. He almost went down.
Well, he doubled up.
But he just might survive this round.
Another body shot might do the trick. And a bit
Decent enough margin on 2 of them, but he's just got to keep the hammer down here, keep the pressure on.
Let's see what Colmenares does here in this round. He didn't start the round smiling this time. There was a worried look on his face. Both fighters again taking their time, not rushing things. Marcial coming a little bit closer here. Always in the back of his mind to narrow that gap between him and Colmenares. Colmenares is hardly throwing, by the way. He's looking to just defend himself.
Big overhand right from Marcial.
This is the first 10-rounder for Marcial, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And that's always worth thinking about because you have to plot your way through it. And this is a tough fight because he's in there with somebody who's come with ambition, who can punch a bit, certainly, as he's showing us again here. And you will be a bit worried about your gas tank. You don't want to blow it too early in the piece. So I'm sure that's on his mind and just causing him to take his foot off the gas at times. He'll want to be able to finish strong. But having said that, when you get the opportunity to take somebody out, you need to try and do it. And these are all the things that come with experience, aren't they? I think he did go for it a couple of times, probably felt it wasn't quite there.
Marcial being urged to continue to attack the body. Colmenares is beginning to throw punches once more.
And he's hitting its target. Marcial now in trouble.
Marcial almost going down. He looks very, very tired. And so does Colmenares.
What a great back and forth.
This is a war of attrition.
Solid left hand there from Marcial, who I think has picked up a bit of damage to that right eye. This is just terrific stuff. Colmenares, you have to tip your hat to him because he's been up against it for the last few rounds.
He comes up with a flurry of his own there.
But his arms feel like they're made of lead, and that's Colmenares. But he's willing himself to give it that one last ounce of strength to get back in the game.
Clearly one of the best fights of the year. Colmenares trying to steal this round with a late heck of a battle. As we enter round number 8.
Pacquiao, or Marcial, he's probably thinking what Pacquiao would be doing, you know, at this stage.
And at the same time, you have to be able to think you might have to go the full route of 10 rounds.
I think he has to have that in his mind now, that's most likely what's going to happen, because he's hit Colmenares with some very, very solid shots, and every now and again he's come a little bit loose, but always managed to get himself back together, and he's still very dangerous himself. So he's got to stay as tight and as compact as he can, look after himself in there, but go out and win these rounds. What a good card we've had though tonight. These fights have been very well matched, really good action all the way through, and this has been the best of the lot.
As we've often said, this is going to be a triumph of the human spirit. Senator Manny Pacquiao is watching at ringside. Eumir Marcial doing everything he can to will himself to win this fight. On his birthday at that, on his 30th birthday.
You can't even say that these two are running on fumes at this stage.
One big push, and that's what the fans are hoping, that Eumir Marcial will give it that last big effort to bring down Colmenares.
I think they're gonna cut some of that loose tape.
And just look at him go back to the corner there, Colmenares. He's staggering almost. He is absolutely done. He's got nothing left at all, but what he has got left is just the pure heart and desire and grit and determination to get through this. It's fantastic to watch, it really is. And he's having a pretty good round here too.
But this is a good rest for him.
A good rest for both of them, in fact. Who's gonna pick up their second win?
Oh, big shot here by Colmenares, but he's missing. Colmenares coming out of that rest period, smoking.
Marcial took that right hand well, but those are not the kinds of punches you want to be shipping at this stage of a fight. Another one there gets through.
That defense of Marcial looking very porous at this stage as he's getting smacked by Colmenares.
And Colmenares is scoring a whole lot here.
Yeah, it's a burst of energy on the part of Colmenares.
That's a great comeback by Marcial, though. This is going to be real tough for the judges to score.
Marcial will likely win the decision.
We're gonna have the scores in a bit. Right now, enjoy this round.
There's very little power left in the punches of Colmenares, and I hope I didn't speak too soon.
And this is a stage of a fight where it's absolutely crucial that you hold your technique together. All that drilling you've done in the gym, this is where it counts. You've got to hold that technique.
Judge A has it 77-74 for the red corner. Judge B, 77-74 for the red corner, and C, 76-75 for the red corner.
And so far, Eumir Marcial ahead on all three of the judges' scorecards.
All he needs to do is to hold on, and he'll get this fight.
These are essentially the championship rounds for these two individuals.
Just one last burst from Marcial, a body attack that will bring down Colmenares.
By my calculation, all three judges have gone 3-1 Marcial over the course of those last 4 rounds. It's not been that hard to score this fight, has it really? It's been great to watch, but it's not been that difficult to score.
One big burst here for Marcial. He connects with the right.
Very little power left in those punches of Colmenares.
No power at all.
Yeah, now is the opportunity for Marcial to pour it on.
Those are just parrying blows. And then he goes for a burst.
Less than a minute to go in this round. If this goes to a 10th round, can you imagine what that 10th round will be like? It'll be amazing.
Well, Colmenares will have to come out all guns blazing. He won't have heard those scores. The fighters, it won't penetrate that fog that they're in, but the corners will know, obviously, and they will know Colmenares' team that he needs something big in that final round. Because Marcial's won this round again, hasn't he?
Well, the biggest question then is, will Colmenares even want to come out in the 10th? If you remember, 50 years ago, that's exactly what happened with Ali and Frazier.
He's coming out for the 10th, don't worry about that. This guy is something else. They both are.
Late flurry there.
If I were the corner, I'd be having a real close look at him, because if it starts to get hot and heavy for him in this round, they should stop it. Marcial doing the right thing here. He doesn't need to do anything silly, does he? Because he's ahead. The only way this could go wrong is if he gets knocked out. So he doesn't need to be a hero. He'll want a big finish, but just pick those punches, stay tight, stay compact, don't give anything away.
Yes, he could actually just cruise to this one.
That's good work to the body from the pair of them. And if he gets over the line here, if nothing goes wrong in the final 2 minutes, this is such a valuable fight for Marcial, because this is a really hard 10 rounds. Sometimes the fighter goes 10 rounds for the first time, but they have it their own way and they set the pace and they do what they want when they want, and this has not been that fight. This will do him so much good. He'll look back on it and feel that he made mistakes. Fighters always do, there are things to work on, but I mean, this is worth more to him than all the rest of his fights put together.
Totally agree.
And just the perfect kind of contest for this stage of his development as well. And we've said it before tonight, but the matchmakers need a lot of credit. The way they put together this card, it's been really, really good.
Every single fight has been competitive, and we might have just saved the best for last.
And another late flurry here by Eumir Marcial. He wants to end this with a flourish.
Final minute.
And Colmenares is on the verge of collapse right here. Just one strong finishing kick from Marcial. Colmenares is going to go down.
Here's that kick you were talking about. Eumir wants to win this in style.
He got knocked down. Marcial going down. He got careless. That's a second knockdown of the fight. Marcial going down once more.
That is amazing, and Colmenares is just going to throw everything at him now. He walked onto a left hand there as he was looking to land his own left hand, and Colmenares is going to throw everything he's got at him. If he can put him down one more time, then all of a sudden this gets really interesting. What a fight! What a fight! That scores of 95-93 and one score of 94-94, I'd imagine. So a majority.
Counter of the round brought to you by the Philippine Sports Commission.
Marcial was looking for a finish by knockout, and then he got tagged.
That was
A
a
left and then a right.
combination.
Yeah, he got careless. He wanted the knockout, and he went down. And see that stare of Marcial at Colmenares as he went down in the seat of his pants.
And it has made things so interesting because we feel like Marcial won that 9th round and that there wasn't too much doubt about that. But if one of the judges has seen that differently, then one of those 95-93s becomes another 94-94 and we'll get a majority draw. So it's not quite certain this. I think he's done enough, but that knockdown at the end, which I did not see coming at all. Let's put the cat amongst the pigeons here slightly.
That was just in the last few seconds of the entire fight.
Well,
Eumir
all three of us were convinced about the fact that Colmenares had no more punching power.
And remember, we were talking about Marcial's fight against Isaiah Hart when he went down 3 times. Got up 3 times to score a technical knockout in the 4th round. Got to work on his defense. Got to work on strengthening that chin.
But those vulnerabilities making box office though, it's not ideal, I agree, but God, he's good to watch.
Here we go with the official verdict coming from Ted Lerner.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, we are here to celebrate history, but tonight you saw what has to be one of the greatest fights in the history of Philippine boxing. So let's have another round of applause for 2 absolute warriors giving it their all. After 10 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division, we go to the scorecards. Judge Gerald Tamaldan scores about 94-94 even. Judge Arnie Nahara and Judge Jun Bei Jin score the bout 95-93. All for the winner, and now the WBC International Middleweight Champion from Zamboanga City, Philippines, Eumir Felix Marcial.
It was a majority decision.
That's right.
A majority decision, and the scores were as we thought they would be. So 2 95-93s, which translates into 7 rounds to 3 for Marcial, but you get the 2 points off of the 2 knockdowns, and a 94-94. So 6 scores of 95-93 and 1 score of 94-94, I'd imagine. So a majority.
Counter of the round brought to you by the Philippine Sports Commission.
Marcial was looking for a finish by knockout, and then he got tagged.
That was
A
a
left and then a right.
combination.
Yeah, he got careless. He wanted the knockout, and he went down. And see that stare of Marcial at Colmenares as he went down in the seat of his pants.
And it has made things so interesting because we feel like Marcial won that 9th round and that there wasn't too much doubt about that. But if one of the judges has seen that differently, then one of those 95-93s becomes another 94-94 and we'll get a majority draw. So it's not quite certain this. I think he's done enough for that knockdown at the end, which I did not see coming at all. Let's put the cat amongst the pigeons here slightly.
And that was just in the last few seconds of the entire fight.
Well,
Eumir
all three of us were convinced about the fact that Colmenares had no more punching power.
And remember, we were talking about Marcial's fight against Isaiah Hart when he went down 3 times. Got up 3 times to score a technical knockout in the 4th round. Got to work on his defense. Got to work on strengthening that chin.
But those vulnerabilities making box office though. It's not ideal, I agree, but God, he's good to watch.
Here we go with the official verdict coming from Ted Lerner.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, we are here to celebrate history, but tonight you saw what has to be one of the greatest fights in the history of Philippine boxing. So let's have another round of applause for 2 absolute warriors giving it their all. After 10 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division, we go to the scorecards. Judge Gerald Tamaldan scores about 94-94 even. Judge Arnie Nahara and Judge Jun Bei Jin score the bout 95-93. All for the winner, and now the WBC International Middleweight Champion from Zamboanga City, Philippines, Eumir Felix Marcial.
It was a majority decision.
That's right.
A majority decision. And the scores were as we thought they would be. So 2 95-93s, which translates into 7 rounds to 3 for Marcial. But you get the 2 points off of the 2 knockdowns and a 94-94. So 6 rounds to 4. And that turns into a draw.
Happy day!